Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Jay Larone. Jay Larone presents. Back again with more facts, foolishness, and female fuckery. Right now, in today's video, man, it's gonna be something different. I mean, we still going to talk about facts, foolishness, and female fuckery, but this female fuckery will be like it's on a different level, right? So this is kind of like, you know, the effery of this is of a woman who lied to her son for 53 years, right? Now we know what happened. I know y'all been paying attention to Kirk Franklin, and you all know that his mom, it just came out, the documentary just came out, right, about Kirk Franklin finding out that his father is alive. It's been 53 years, and he was thinking that another guy was his father, right? So after 53 years, he finds out recently that his father is still alive and that his father lived fairly close to where he grew up as a child. Well, actually, he found out that his father actually lives down the street from his recording studio. And his father lived in a neighborhood that he lived in, raising his kids. So one of Kirk's, sons actually played ball like right across the street from where his father stayed, right? So, and didn't know it and had no idea. So just going to go over that real quick, man, about, how Kirk found out that his biological father is still alive, right? So I think one of his aunts died. One of his aunts passed away, right? But Kirk didn't go to the funeral because he knew that his mom, Deborah, would be there. And he hadn't seen his mom in 23 years, right? So one of the women that sings for him went to his aunt's funeral. Found out that there was a guy there named Rick who knew Kirk's mom, Deborah, and said that they had dated. So, as black folks do, people start talking. They noticed that Kirk and this dude Rick kind of resembled each other, right? So people started saying that, started speculating that this guy could be Kirk's father. So Kirk gets in contact. Well, actually, before that, Kirk's mom, Deborah, calls him to basically do damage control, right? She calls him up, tells him, I know you probably heard the stories or the rumors, but I can assure you, blah, 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 that this is not your dad, right? That's what the mom said. His mom, Deborah, said that it's not true, that this guy is not your father. So Kirk Franklin goes and gets a DNA test, right? So he gets a DNA test, and the DNA test comes back 99.9% that this guy is Kirk's father, right? So Kirk did the DNA test, he did the swab. The guy, Rick, did the swab also, right? Rick did the swab, gave the test to one of Kirk's singers, the girl that went to the funeral, right? So they went and got the DNA test, found out that this guy is the father. Okay, so here is a recording of the message that Deborah left for Kirk when she found out that people were saying that Rick was his father, right? This is her doing damage control.
First saved message. If you would like to talk to me about the rumor that is floating around out there, call back. Just remember, as I told you once, I will not lie to you about anything. End of message. Delete. Resave.
So we know that Rick went and got a DNA test. He swabbed himself, like I was saying, and he gave the DNA test to the girl who took it to the hospital. Kirk did the same thing. DNA test, went to the hospital and got it tested, right? So just take a listen to, this is a phone call from Kirk and the doctor when he found out the results. Just listen to this.
Okay, so let me give you these results and not beat around the bush. It says the results are probable paternity 99.99999%.
Percent what?
Yes, he's your father. Right there.
What? What?
It's here.
What? What? What?
Yeah, 99.
What?
Yeah.
What? 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 This man is my father? This man is my father? My mama lied to me again?
So in 2017, Kirk Franklin learned that the guy that he thought was his father, Mr. Dwight Allen, found out that Dwight Allen in 2017 was dying of cancer, right? So he went and talked to him and made peace, with the guy, right? He talked to him, made peace, and that was that, right? So he had all this resentment pretty much because he thought that Dwight Allen was his father. But Dwight Allen was supposedly the father that he still didn't know, didn't see. He just knew that Dwight Allen was his father, right? So then that's the lie that the mom told him, that Dwight Allen was your father, but Dwight Allen was never in the picture. So that's what he thought, right? Up until just recently. So what happens next is he goes to see his real biological father, right? They have a meeting. And in that meeting, he tells his father, Mr. Hubbard hadn't gotten the results yet. So he goes and, give the results to Mr. Hubbard, right? And this is him outside. This is outside of Mr. Hubbard's house. So he goes to see Dwight Hubbard, to go see Rick Hubbard. And he told Mr. Hubbard that, gave him the results, and found out that he is indeed, the father, right? So, and they became, it was real emotional, right? So after that, they agreed to keep in touch, of course. Mr. Hubbard wants to be a part of Kirk's life, but on Kirk's, pace, right? Because this is all, this is real big, this is real emotional for Kirk Franklin. So at Kirk's pace, his biological father agreed to stay in touch, only as Kirk wants to do it, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so like I said, they had their meeting, and like I said, Rick Hubbard found out that he's Kirk's biological father. Then we fast forward to where Kirk goes and talks to his biological mother, right? And he tells his biological mother what happened. And this is crazy because I want y'all to hear this, how when he went to go see his biological mother, how his aunt talked to him, right? So his aunt had some words to say, and just listen to how his aunt spoke to him in that exchange.
Hi.
Get your ass out.
Did she sign the paper?
I ain't signed shit yet. Come on.
You have to sign the paper.
I will, on the inside.
No, sign it right now. Auntie Sandra, please.
Oh, okay, you call
Did Deborah sign?
She's not here yet.
Oh.
Yeah. She's on her way.
Okay, well, if you don't mind, I'm going to stay in here until she comes.
Okay.
But yeah, that's crazy. You hear how his aunt speaks to him? The fact that she get your ass out of this car like he's a little kid again. And he spoke about it and said that he felt like he was 10 years old. And she spoke to him like he's a 53-year-old man, but she's telling him to get his ass out of the car like he's a little kid. But yeah, fast forward, he goes in and speaks to his mom, Deborah, and being in this situation that they were in, Deborah decides that not to believe him. So he tells her that Rick is his father. She says that it's a lie. She denies it, right? That's, what I'm saying? She denies that Rick's the father. So they go again, right, to get a second DNA test. And in the second DNA test, which is right here, and it's confirmed again that the second DNA test confirms that Rick is the father, right? And still, his mom denies the truth, right? She still says that Rick is not the father. She says that the DNA test is wrong. So after all of this, she still denies it. And all Kirk asked was he asked that his mom tell him the truth. All he wanted. So with two DNA tests saying that Rick is the father, we know that Rick is the father. Everybody knows that Rick is the father, but the mom's still saying that it's a lie, that Rick is not the father. And all Kirk wanted to do was to hear his mom say, yes, Rick is your father, but she wouldn't do it. She would not give him that satisfaction, right? She would not give, Kirk the satisfaction of saying that Rick is his father. And that's all he wanted to hear. He know the truth. He just wanted to hear her say it, but she would not say it. She would not give him that satisfaction of saying that Rick is his father. And a lot of times what we fail to realize is that we're human. You make mistakes, right? And the only thing you can do is not lie to your child. If the truth is in front of you, just tell the truth, right? Because she doesn't realize what she's done to Kurt. She don't realize what she's done to Rick. You know what I mean? And all these years, the guy, Mr. Allen, the one that passed away, this guy was thinking that he was Kurt's father, right? Even though he wasn't around, but he was still believing that he was Kurt's father, even though he wasn't. But you got Kurt now, you know, going through all these emotions because now he found out who his real father is, found out that his mother lied, and his mother still won't admit that she lied. Right? So we don't realize the things we do, the lies we tell, can come back to hurt the ones we love or the ones we say we love, right? Because now, you know, if y'all don't know about Kurt and his son, you know, they had a falling out 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of that could have been from the fact of the hurt and all the, you know, stuff that was going on in Kurt's life for not having a father. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but one good thing I can say has come out of this is that now Kurt and his son is starting to reconcile, right? You know, the fact that Kurt has a father now, and now his son has a grandfather, you know, they are starting to heal. So Kurt and his son are starting to get along. They've talked and they had their moment, right? To where they sat down. Kurt told his son that he has a grandfather, right? You know? And the son was like, you know, he realized that, wow, you know, I used to play ball right down the street from this dude. You know what I'm saying? This whole time. You know, they were in the vicinity of Rick Hubbard and didn't even know. And didn't even know that was his father. The son didn't know that was his grandfather. And the mom just acting like, you know, this DNA test is still a lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. But yeah, it's just that we do things, like I said, when we're young, we do stuff. We make mistakes, we're human. But to sit around and deny something that's obviously true, you don't know what type of hurt you're causing other people. And like I said, Deborah did not even try to acknowledge that she had messed up. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't admit it. She would not admit it. She would not tell her son that she had messed up, that she had lied, and that, you know, she wouldn't acknowledge that Rick was his father. So, but yeah, out of all that, this is, you know, Kurt and his son talking. You know, he found out, like I said, that he has a grandfather. And he was taken back by the fact that he had a grandfather that stayed so close to him at one time, right? But like I said, a good thing about this is that Kurt and his son are starting to reconcile. You know what I mean? They are talking now. Rick Hubbard is being a part of their lives, like I said, at their own pace. So, you know, hopefully something good comes out of this, and hopefully Deborah get her shit together and can admit that she lied. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you guys, let me know what you think about it. Drop some comments down below. It's your boy Jay Larone. Please be good to yourself by all means. Let's be good to one another, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.